matchup with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
Go, go, go!
55. Right there in the middle.
Go with 5-3! Go with 5-3! Under.
Hey, Delta!
Now it's the former Texan. This is Alfred Blue. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go!
Dick! Let's go!
Foles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Tempo.
Come on. You better bring it.
On 2nd and 12, Foles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. It's a big run that time by Henry. And even 50 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Slam.
Now it's Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the 35 on 2nd down. Mariota. Pass caught left side by Humphries. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch right, watch right. Watch right, watch right.
Three.
Watch it.
Now Mariota is going to fire one deep over the middle, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
58, right there. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
Mariota to sneak it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
You got three down.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
6 man. Check girls. Check.
Here's Foles. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Girl. Where'd he go?
37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Go.
And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Here we go.
Now Foles. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Switch. Check.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On third down, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that.
Now a hit and a loose football.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Right here.
First and 10 at the 40.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Iowa, Amani Hooker. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Mariota. Being chased out left. Man open left side is Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. Check nine.
Mariota hands to Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota, and complete to the tight end Walker, right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Yeah, go, let's go.
2nd and 13. Out to Cole on the right side. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Great.
Tighten up.
They'll set up to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
First and 10.
Under 10, 61, matchbox lights.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. 39 yards there. A big one. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. But wait up now. A flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Henry. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Suckup will put this one right through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on second down. Mariota. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off near the 44. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
4 yards on the pickup.
Again, it's Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And oh, it's blocked. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. He's tired of me.
Here's Mariota. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Third and long here for Mariota. And got his man complete. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Josh Allen in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Hey, you don't want to see me. One. Joker.
Now Leonard Fournette. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Let's go. 37 tonight. Mike 37. Let's go, G.
Brings up second at the 44.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. He'll look to throw.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Fournette. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lee. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the run.
They'll run with Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
15 yards on the play, first down.
13.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 2. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Cameron Batson, 29 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Called that a very strong gain of 24. Foles.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Now back to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And this offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, and will look it in and picks up the first down.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Foles. That's caught at the 3. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Let's go one more.
Again, it's Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
25, check 25, check 25.
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. They find some open field here. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
1st down, Tennessee.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And they take a knee. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Titans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.